What's going on, Pokemon Go trainers? Welcome to episode 224 of the Lured Up podcast, where we take Pokemon Go way more seriously than we do ourselves. Lured Up is part of the Pokemon Professor Network. Today is Tuesday, June 21st, 2022. I'm your host, Ken Pescatore. That's Adam Tuttle. Adam, hi.
Hi, everyone.
Wow, you're loud. All up on my
I'm
eardrums.
loud and proud.
Yo, so I was listening to last week's show. I probably misspoke about 350 times with like dumb stuff. I called it the wrong episode number like twice. I was calling Larvitar, Tyranitar, all these things. So if you called it out and were yelling and you're yelling out loud at me, I accept your yells because it was terrible. I'm listening back. I'm like, yo, what was I even talking about?
He was trying to put
excited.
a podcast together.
I don't know what I was doing, but I definitely wasn't making a whole lot of sense anyway. So on today's show, we don't have a lot, man. There's been there's been no real news updates. This is definitely kind of the calm before the Go Fest storm. This is typical of, you know, the what they do every year. So there's not a lot of information. They trickle some stuff out, and then, you know, maybe a month before, we don't get much. So there's not a lot of new news to talk about. We'll get through. I have some cool stuff to talk about. But we do have the TCG crossover event that's going on right now. It's a 2-week-long event. It's been phenomenal. I've really been enjoying it a lot.
Yeah, same.
Yes, it's been a boring week, they say in the chat. Yeah, it's look, if there's not a lot of wow and pizzazz and loud stuff going on, it's just kind of been chill. They've left it up to our own devices to play the game. I can respect that, but there hasn't been a lot of announcements. But we will talk about the TCG crossover event. This is a long event split in two. Really, the only difference is Mewtwo's move, right?
That is exactly right. Yeah.
But we'll talk about that and our experiences so far. And I figure we'll take some time to review kind of like some of the best online resources for Pokemon Go. There's certain sites that we talk about from episode to episode, whether it's Pokemon Go Hub or Poke Battler. So we'll kind of review all that stuff as we go through. Yo, Lords and DLC says, I had my ejections as a PvP player. Weekend was wild. All right. True. There was competitive PvP coming out of our ears. We had, this last week we had Mankey Go Battle Day. So we'll talk about that stuff. And there's been an announcement on PokemonGoLive.com that states that you can meet some notable trainers at GoFest Berlin in Seattle. So that's pretty exciting. We'll talk about that. Yo, Joe Landor in the house. What's happening? And finally, we'll poke the bear with a topic that clearly
we just love talking about.
No, clearly people don't love talking about it because this is something that, I don't know, a lot of people talk about.
Podgy Panda's in the building
in random conversation, but when it comes down to it, clearly people don't want to talk about it, and that's addiction to Pokemon Go.
Addiction.
It's clearly an issue. It's clearly an issue with many of us. Hi, friends. So appreciate everyone here in the chat. If you're watching this on Twitch, YouTube, or our Twitter, thank you so much for tuning in and watching the show live. If you're listening to this on an audio platform, you could always go back and check out our YouTube. Oh no, Ken's talking about me, Podgy Panda says. But yeah, you could watch the video Ds back on YouTube and all that good stuff. So definitely make sure you're crossing the streams between your audio and video Lured Up experiences. But Adam, I guess we should get right to it.
Ken, we should totally get to it.
All right, let's talk about the TCG event. I know you've been super hyped for this for a long time. And
I have been very hyped. I'm still a little bitter with the Pikachu hat, but I get it. I do. But I really want a hundo of this one.
See, I just want the shiny, but shout out to Sarah Amanda in our Discord because she brought up a great point. Remember we were talking like, oh, why didn't they put the back of the TCG card on the hat?
Yes.
Remember, it's different in Japan. So it's
correct.
So that kind of makes sense why, maybe they didn't use that design, all that good stuff. But let's just recap the event real quick and we'll talk about our experiences so far. So This event is running from the 16th through the 30th. So we're just about finished. By the time the audio podcast comes out, we'll be done with the first half, the first week of the event. But we had the release of Wimpod and ultimately Golisopod. And then we had Pikachu wearing the TCG hat. That, of course, could be shiny. Wimpod being a 400 candy evolution. Adam,
how many candy you have?
I mean, I've evolved two of them already.
What?
Yeah, man. So it's like I've been pineapping all of them. I've been catching a lot, and they've just been very, very frequent. So even when I'm rocking the Go Plus, I'm picking up just a shit ton of Wimpod. So it's been fun. I know you haven't evolved one yet, right?
Correct.
Is that because of lack of candy, or is that just because you're stubborn?
No, I have 725 candies, and I have
Go
89 XLs, but I'm looking for the perfect PvP one or the Hundo.
Okay, Golisopod is a very good looking Pokemon and a very unique looking Pokemon, and I don't know, I just think that from a design perspective, it's really cool. The model looks freaking awesome in Pigo. It looks really good in AR.
It's like Kabuto, but better.
It's like Cyber Kabuto almost.
Yeah, no, it's. I mean, when it's doing its face front looking at you, it doesn't look good at all. But when it's running around,
turn it to the side a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Once you get that little bit of the whole body, and you get the feel for its actual body, it looks amazing. I love it.
So next on the list here is Meltan boxes. This is something I've slept on. Now I'm having major issues with this because my Pokemon Home account, right? The email that's associated with my original Pokemon account and my Nintendo account, all that stuff, I don't have access to anymore. So the email associated with my Pokemon Trainer Club account and ultimately my Pokemon Home account, I don't have access to. So when I just got a new phone recently, so when I installed Pokemon Home and tried to log in, it's prompting me to verify via email my account. Well, I don't have access to that anymore. I reached out to Pokemon customer service, and they're like, sorry, we can't change your email. I'm like, but I can't access it. What am I supposed to do? And the dude got mad at me. He wrote back. He's like, did you not get my last message? There's nothing we could do. I was like, damn, shots fired, dude. So I'm definitely screwed on at least this round until I can, pull some strings or something behind the scenes to get this sorted for me. But I did have a coworker bring in the Switch with Let's Go, so I can at least make it happen. No shiny so far, but Mythical Hitch from the community said he got I don't know, fucking 4 of them already, 2 from his first box, 2 from his second box, shiny, something like that. Insane.
Yeah, that's wild. I have done one with because I forgot, I think the first 2 days, and then I just sat and just like Lachlan in the in our Discord chat for Zoom calls, he was like, yeah, you just Netflix and Meltan box. I did that, but I did not get a shiny.
We were talking about it on the Zoom last night too, and I was like, yo, what, I don't know if it's what it is with me, but I always 13, 14 minutes in, I just kind of drift away from the phone, start watching TikToks or something, and then 28 minutes in, I'm like, oh shit, I got a fucking Meltan box going, and I missed the whole thing. So it's it just absolutely happens. There you go, Lordan's DLC. Yeah, get that Meltan box in. But I have had no luck so far, but I've been sleeping on these boxes, and it's always oh, whenever the shiny comes back around, I'll make sure I'm minding my P's and Q's. But yeah, I'm still dragging ass a little bit. There's been plenty of Dittos in the wild. I still have not caught a shiny Ditto in the wild, but Spinarak, Numel, and Bidoof are the big 3 right now for changing into Ditto. And I've had plenty of them, but no shiny luck. How about you?
I finally got a shiny Bidoof.
Oh, I was gonna say you got the Ditto, so that was your first Bidoof?
No, okay, and let's just fast forward really quickly because it is Tuesday and Spotlight Hours happened. How phenomenal it was to have Spinarak become Dittos. That was so good, chef's kiss, as you would say, to that Spotlight Hour that we just had. It was so good because it was the chase of trying to see if you got the Spinarak shiny and the chase if you got like I didn't want to fast catch anything. I was just like I wanted to catch. I wanted to catch and see. I wanted that animation, and knowing that most of them were probably going to be like Ditto, I was so excited. I was so excited.
You know, that's a good point. And I almost felt opposite. I was fast catching everything, and I was like, I don't want to sit through the animation. I don't want to sit through it because I want to catch, right? That's typically how I roll. So, you know, I did catch a shit ton of Spinnerack, which was great. It was a good idea that they paired it with like the double evolution XP, which is like the weakest, in my opinion, the weakest of all spotlight bonuses. But I was fast catching everything. I think I caught like 150 or something like that, and no luck at all on the shiny Spinnerack or Ditto.
Same, but it was still an awesome Spotlight Hour.
Yeah, I think I had like 7 Ditto from Spotlight Hour, so it was, you know, it is cool, but nothing really of note. We had collection challenges that were based on the TCG. I really liked the way they kind of broke all this out. There were 6 different collection challenges, varying difficulties. Some were really basic, very common Pokemon. Some you had to do some trades. Some you had to do a little bit of trading and a little bit of this, a little bit of that. They put the if you're lucky Pokemon all together. So it was like Snorlax, Dragonite, and Slacking in there, which were in raids, but they were also, you know, pretty rare in the wild. I don't know how often you were seeing those 3 out in the wild, but
I've seen a lot of them. At least at the beginning, I saw a lot of them.
Yo, Podgy Panda got a Nundo Spinnerack. What? During Spotlight Hour. That's phenomenal. See, man, I don't have the patience to check all my shit. If it's not a hundo, I just delete. I wish they had 0 stars, like 0 star in the search query, so you could like scan for Nundos. That would have been great. But also there was another collection challenge happening by the time this podcast comes out in audio. On the 23rd, there will be another collection challenges that you could get the Kanto starters, Venusaur, Charizard, Blastoise. So collection challenges are cool. I kind of think it's a little lame when you have these really quick collection challenges that are done in like 3 seconds, and then you get like the increase in your elite collector medal. You know what I mean? It's like, I didn't really work hard for this. And it's like, all of a sudden I have 6 additional collection challenges done. Like, especially considering some of them are like a real pain in the ass. Like these were, you know, there wasn't much to it. So that was a little lame in my opinion. Hopefully the one that comes in the 23rd will be a little bit more challenging, but I love collection challenges. It's instant motivation. Wild encounters. We talked about this last week, that this was like a really cool pool, right? There's plenty of Pokemon here, very Kanto heavy, but there was a lot
but that's
find.
Still fine. It was really nice seeing the Wartortles and the Squirtles and the Charmeleons. I don't know why Venusaur and Ivysaur and Bulbasaur, I just don't want to touch them. I just didn't want to touch them.
So for me, the Ivy, like all the middle evolutions here,
the middle childs,
they were cool at first, and then it's like, I mean, look, I lie because I catch everything, right? But I didn't want to mess with them because they can't be shiny, right? So I'm compelled to not catch them. So it's like, yeah, they're cool. Wartortle looks cool. I'm not going to catch.
They're hard to catch too.
Yeah, they're a pain in the ass. What's up, Jason? Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate y'all. But yeah, it is what it is. Alolan Rats, I was definitely going after. I'm still going after my tiny rat medal. So I was definitely looking for them. Of course, Magikarp being in the wild was great. Eevee, Spinnerack, Natu's another good one. But Numel was really a chase for a lot of people because that's a newer shiny.
Yeah, I have not gotten that one.
The If You're Luckies were Onix, Chansey, Snorlax, Dragonite, Slacking.
I've seen a bunch of Chansey.
I haven't seen as many as I would want, but I have seen some. I think that the rate that the Chansey were spawning, and you know, by extension, the Snorlax, Dragonite, Slacking, and Onix, I feel like I've seen the most Onix, but it was a good rate. So when they did pop up, it was like, oh shit, you know, this is kind of cool. And you know, the wow factor for Snorlax or Slacking not necessarily there, but something about Dragonite in the wild is still always really exciting. Like
Well,
that's a great
Slacking,
wild spawn.
I saw one that was 3505 or 3503. I screenshotted it. Hang
Nice,
on.
nice.
Hang on a second. I just need to know what CP it was.
Yeah, but they can't be shiny, so
No, it was 3502.
That's big.
And I don't care. When you're looking at something that fine in that position,
it's like, hey,
with that amount of CP, you want it.
Yes, yes.
You want
other featured Pokemon, Lunatone, Solrock. These are really good shinies. Freaking rare. They will be migrating after this. Research was okay. You know, a lot of people were going after the starters. I thoroughly enjoyed these longer task researches. Catch 25 Pokemon, catch 40 Pokemon. I love it. Like we need more longer goals. Like I don't know. I just really like those way better than like, you know, make fucking 3 nice throws or something stupid, right? Like make me catch 40 Pokemon. That was cool. I felt accomplished. So that was really cool. Raids were a little funky. I actually did a bunch of Timber. I've had Timbers in raids a lot. I haven't seen many Chansey raids, but that is a nice 1-star. Alolan Executor, Snorlax, and 3 stars, Dragonite Slacking. But of course, the big deal being Mewtwo. Shadow Ball Mewtwo this week, Psystrike Mewtwo next week. And in Megas, you had all the Kantos starters all mixed up with the 2 forms of Charizard. So the raids were pretty good this week, but clearly, I know
Mewtwo was the winner.
But raid hour tomorrow is going to be popping off. People are going to be going pretty hardcore tomorrow.
Luckily, I'm working, so
so you have you could do 1 raid then.
I could do 1.
Get that free one in. What are you more of a Shadow Ball or a Psystrike Mewtwo?
I like Shadow Ball.
Yeah, I like the Psystrike Ice Beam combo. But Adam, it is now the 21st. We are 9 days away from the launch of the Pokemon Go TCG set.
Which means it could be arriving at your local Walmart any day.
Why do you keep saying that Walmart is going to be releasing early?
Walmart
Are they notorious
Target,
for that?
They always break release date. Target, though, is like, oh,
do they?
We can't sell these. Sorry. Like, they'll put them out just to tease you, but they'll be like, we can't sell that to you. Sorry, it's not released until tomorrow.
Well, yeah. Well, you get to the counter and like an error message comes up. The SWAT team rolls in from the windows. And
seriously, like, seriously.
But
Castada Cubo knows.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be really exciting. I'm still very anxious to see how this rolls out. Listen to Special Conditions recording right after this to hear a little bit more about
this.
About my thoughts on what this is going to be like at retail. Dude, I'm telling you, I think this is going to be hard to get. I think this stuff is going to be really hard to get. But as far as news goes, man, that's really it. I guess we could recap. We had Go Battle Day, extra Stardust rewards. It was we had that Mankey 3-hour window. I managed to get a shiny. I did 4 sets during that window and got a shiny Mankey. So that was pretty exciting. I don't know if you got any sets.
I completed whatever it was on the task for like the day, like do the battles, get the XP. That's what I did.
You see,
I did get a Mankey, but it was not shiny.
I really like when the Go Battle Days align with Master League, because that's my scrub ass league that I play in because I have all the raid Pokemon, right? So, but it was nice. I was able to finally use a leveled Kyogre because I had the XL candy from Kyogre being around. So that was cool. It was just nice to have. I didn't mess with the Fossil Cup at all. You know, the limited meta stuff, when I do limited metas, I typically stick to the Sylph stuff. So
if I can use Primplup or Arbok, like I'll jump in and play, but that's about it.
Yeah.
If I can't use those, I kind of just like, no,
your favorites.
I'll sit this one out. Guys, I'm gonna have to sit this one out.
But we also had Milwaukee regionals.
Oh yeah, regionals happen.
So, you know, it's been really cool. The competitive season this year, it's you know, they've really pulled it off with having no play Pokemon events through COVID, right? It was just completely non-existent. They had the Players Cup and the TCG, which was an online only thing. And now we have the return of these Play Pokemon IRL events, which have been absolutely phenomenal. The coverage on Twitch has been phenomenal. Shoutcasters have been amazing.
Yeah, shout out to Frosted Caribou. She's going to be
in TCG
shouting.
Woo! Oh yeah, Niantic and Mexico had the event too. There's just been events all over the place that have been phenomenal, especially from a production standpoint. They're finally putting really, really strong effort into.
Well, they had to. They had to get the word out there that Pokemon is still being played.
It's Podgy Panda already hit rank 20. He hit rank 20 during Mankey Battle Day.
No way.
With a Credillion Fossil Cup. Yo, what? Baller. Baller. But all right, so that's really it for news. There's been nothing new. I mean, Dino Community Day is this weekend. I'll be in New York City. So if you're anywhere, if you want ice cream or chocolate, you can go see Adam. If you want shinies, come see me. But I will be at the New York City Seaport Niantic activation. So I'll be there giving out goodies, giving out swag, stickers, codes, items, all that kind of stuff. So make sure you stop by, say hello. I have my dog. That'll be fun. You pet my dog. Star Cupcake will be in the house. I'll have my son will be there too. I'm sure he'll be doing anything and everything but playing Pokemon Go. Be making fun of all the Pokemon people. We'll be playing like Jurassic World Alive or something. But that's really it on the news front. You know, we don't have much else going on in the game. No new news. Definitely the calm before the storm. But Dino Community Day is going to be
Dino Community Day.
I know your community over there in New Hampshire is still Facebooking it. Right? They're still in the Facebook Messenger. So what's it like on Facebook? Are people talking? Are they organizing? Or is this going to be another fly-by-night event?
Let me take a look real quick. I haven't been in there. Nope, just posting of shiny Bidoof, shiny Pikachu. Somebody leveled up. Congrats, Sean. He's level 46.
No, I think this is going to be just like Gible.
Yeah.
People are going to come out of the freaking woodwork. It's going to be packed no matter where you play. It's going to be awesome. So if you have the opportunity to go to one of these Niantic activations, do it, because it's probably going to be
a boosted shiny rate, right?
Well, yeah, of course. But the biggest community day of the year, like for sure. This is,
Well, what about July?
What about July?
That's like pure summer.
Yeah, but you think they're gonna do something big after Dino? No, they got to go to something shitty, so that way you have GoFest to bring everyone's spirits back up. They don't really worry about Community Day. And then August, you start to give a little jiggle, a little tickle back up into the mix, and then by September you might start to see some good stuff. But I think they're going to go back to the starter rotation. You know what I mean? In July. So,
Chespin.
Chespin. Jason said Pikachu. Can you imagine?
No. I'd probably just be done with the game. Yeah, we're getting surfing and flying Pikachu. Let's go.
After Gible, wasn't it a starter? I think it was a starter. But I don't know. I
like
just
an accurate list of all the things. No. Stop with the Pikachu. I can't handle it. Like we're already in an event that has like hat Pikachu.
But no, Dino's going to be amazing. Lots of bonuses, lots of shinies, all that good stuff. Jigglypuff. I wouldn't mind a Jigglypuff.
Listen, that would be cool.
That'd be kind of cool. Just no hats. But I figure something else to talk about now that could be pretty cool is, especially with the video format here, is we'll review some of our most used resources that we use. Yeah, because there's pretty much a consistent batch of sites that we not only use to build content for the show, but I use personally as a trainer, right, to help my streams.
Speaking of personally, Ken, I'm taking this one out of the notes. All right, that should not be there.
What?
That one is for your time, and that's your time only. Okay, that's not for the podcast.
You know
what I'm saying.
What did I do? What did I put?
You put one of your something from your history in there. Okay, that should not be there.
Did I? Let's look at it. What did I do? What did I do? I don't know what you took. Oh, Adam's typing in the notes Pornhub right now.
No. That was all you. That was in there for that.
You had me for a second, dude. I literally went back to the page. I was like, what the fuck did I put there? Did he actually catch me out on there or something? But all right, so let's run through some of these resources. I'm sure some of them will be very familiar to a lot of you. The first is PV Poke. Shout to PV Poke, amazing member of the community.
The PV Pokemon.
Yep, and phenomenal community member. Just tirelessly works towards just creating this incredible resource where, if nothing else, use this rankings tab. Right, the rankings tab.
It's crazy how fast it updates. It's like new Pokemon. Already done. Like what?
No, it'll be like the Sylph meta gets announced, and then like immediately he's already has everything coded and everything. It's awesome. But you put in the league, like you could select, let's just say Fossil Cup, and it'll give you the top Pokemon and what their best movesets are. And
is Credillion there?
Somewhere, I'm sure. But from here, you can expand on each of the Pokemon in the list. Registeel is the top ranked Fossil Cup Pokemon. You can expand Registeel. It's going to tell you what it key wins against, its key losses, its performance, all of its stats, the key level, what its traits are, what its possible movesets are for fast and charge moves, all its weaknesses, the similar Pokemon. It's just exceptionally in depth, and this is for every single Pokemon that's out there. So phenomenal site. If nothing else, use it for the rankings. Just one of the greatest things. You could even run like training simulations and all that stuff. So if you want to really dig into creating like a solid PvP team, hit up pvpoke.com. Link will be in the description. So Podgy says, I love hanging in his Twitch streams when he does ranking updates live. So cool to see all the behind the scenes stuff. For sure. It's insane. And all the stuff is up on GitHub. Like it's just really cool how he has a mentality of just open source. So super, super cool. All right, next site we're going to go over to is Go Stadium. If you could avoid their 58,000 ads they have running on their site, you have an amazing rank checker, which is absolutely awesome. Jesus Christ, Go Stadium, these freaking ads, dude, like everywhere. Like look at you don't even see the
Vistaprint.
It's like a small window, like a 2-inch window in the middle of the screen that's not covered by ads. But the trainer battle rank checker, this is for all the people interested in IVs. Adam, I know you really like catching the optimal IV combination for a specific Pokemon. So you simply type in the name of a Pokemon. So if I put
do Wimpod.
I'll do Wimpod. So if I do Wimpod, right, it will come up here. It'll tell me what the so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to set these IVs to 0, 0, 0.
I was going to say it should be 0, 14, 15.
So it'll tell you what the number one is, and believe it or not, Adam, it's 15, 15, 15.
Okay, hit Golisopod. Sorry.
You want Golisopod?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I didn't realize it didn't evolve.
So Golisopod, I got to hit recalculate here. So you put in your Pokemon, you recalculate it, and it'll tell you the proper IV spread to be maximized for each league. So and you could adjust the floor for how you're acquiring that Pokemon. So obviously, if it's in the wild, it can go down to 0. Raids, trades, lucky, all that kind of stuff. It'll up the floor.
0, 8, 15.
So 0, 8, 15 is the number one ranked Golisopod for Great League, which will give you a CP of 1499. And again, it measures all the stats, and it adds the stat product of the IV and the base stat, so you can get a nice like running total here of all of it. But you could put in what IVs you have of your Golisopod, and it will show you where in the ranking of the whatever it is, 2,400 different IV combinations, where that IV spread lands. So super, super cool, exceptionally helpful. Just if you're trying to like really go for, there's plenty of people out there that chase hundos, right? Chase shinies, and then there's people like Adam that chase rank 1 Arbok, right? Like that's just what they're looking for.
This
So
is so true.
it is very cool, and it gives value to Pokemon that otherwise, you might toss, right? Because it adds
You
a
mean
depth of
you
gameplay.
might toss?
I would definitely toss because they're not 100%. So get the fuck out of here. But no, it's like
No, I'm talking for PvP. They got to be a hundo for PvP.
Look, if I'm bringing a
It's hard for me to delete anything. I catch a Wimpod that's 0-14-14. And I'm like, that's the hundo right there.
Look
and then
at
like I check and it's not.
I bring my see now XL Candy, it fucks everything up because I was gonna say like let's bring a perfect Bastiodon in, but yeah, it's all about different spreads. So rank 40.
It's how I am with my bagels. It's all about the different spreads. I like a chive and onion. I like a vegetable.
Can you say that word again? What's the BAGEL?
Bagel.
You say it weird,
Bagel?
Man. You say it like a Canadian or something.
Bagel.
All right, so
that's better than saying a seagull.
That's the Go Stadium. Change it to rank 50. That's what I really should do. Is
there a way to pay for like ad?
Hold on, I gotta get these ads. Go away ads. Hold on. Okay. Where is it?
It's
Excel.
Right,
so include XLs. So now let's recalculate. So yeah, so that changes everything when you put XLs into the mix. But again, depending on what league you're going to be, you can tailor this to you. Oh my God, dude, this website is like a fucking slot machine blinking in Las Vegas with all these ads. Sorry, Go Stadium, they're killing me. Poke Battler is going to be our next one. Phenomenal website. We use this every time we build out our battle parties here on the show.
Whoop, whoop.
And there's actually a lot more to this website than what we normally use it for. You could, build out Team Rocket teams. You could build out your best gym defending and attacking teams. But really what it's all about is the raids. And you can pretty much pick whatever the active raid is. Let's pick Mewtwo, for example. And right away, it's going to
wait, what was that? What was that image? Go back up.
Oh, this?
Mewtwo raid counters?
They have...
Here's how.
You've never seen these, dude? They're the best. Hold on. So they have it for every Pokemon. So they have it for. Hold on. Look. So every Pokemon, they have like a really derpy, like hand drawn. Look at hand drawn little thing. It's really cute. Garudon. But I love this site because it allows you to really dig in and customize your. I think it's Captain Goldfish that does these. These are there you go, Captain Goldfish at Captain Goldfish on Twitter. But it allows you to dig in and build a party based on exactly what you have. And there's even this really cool thing which I don't take advantage of called the Pokebox, where you can actually input the Pokemon that you have in your inventory and it'll build a party based on your Pokemon, which is really cool. And if we go back to Go Stadium, you can see it actually integrates with Poke Battler's Pokebox. So really cool APIs that the different communities are sharing. Really cool to see that all that happening. But if we go back to Poke Battler's nuts and bolts of the raid team construction, it really lets you dig into building out a team, choosing the right megas, looking at the shadows. It'll tell you what move sets that you want. And it's the amount of deaths that are estimated per raid and all that. It's just a really phenomenal tool and very user friendly. So if you want to just get a quick snapshot of the top 10, 15, 20 Pokemon to use in any raid scenario, hit up pokebattler.com. Moving away from the technical stuff, we could jump over to good old GoHub, PokemonGoHub.net. This site has been here since the beginning. I would say that the first 100 episodes of the Lured Up podcast, we pretty much built using articles from GoHub. This was like our go-to source. For sure. They were, for a long time, they were the only ones in the game that were really putting out consistent news articles that followed the news cycle and followed the event cycle. So really, really great site, very comprehensive. A lot of op-ed pieces in here. Like, look at this piece from Seawolf, JRE Seawolf. So if you want to get some information from someone who talks shit about Niantic, you could just click here. I'm sorry, Jerry. I'm just kidding. But no, it's there's a lot of really cool stuff here, and shout out to the GoHub team. They've just tirelessly dedicated to doing a lot of work. They really support AR photography, which I really like. And again, if you need,
not like the Pokemon TCG set that's coming out.
But if you need raid support, there's also phenomenal raid counters on GoHub as well, and PvP guides, raid guides, all that kind of stuff, and an active forum as well. Continuing with the news, and I'm sure this next one is going to see a pretty significant update soon, considering they were just sponsored by Niantic, but is the good old Silph Road, the grassroots Pokemon Go community.
Wow.
We've been using Silph Road for a long time, and there's phenomenal tools. You'll see here, like this last science report that was published was in March. So, it's not, this part of it isn't fully updated, but if you click on something like their shiny rates or their events tab, all that stuff is completely up to date. And you can get things like egg rates. You can see the egg pools. You can see all the information, data, field research, rates for drops and all that kind of stuff. Just a lot of really like community sourced and aggregated data, which is phenomenal. Shout out to the Silph Science team that puts in a lot of effort into digging into some details and information that like no one else really wants to, and it's kind of like invisible data that the game doesn't tell us about. But like souvenirs, like loan earrings, like, hey, if you want to figure out how to get some earrings souvenirs, like this is where you should probably go. And it's really cool. I had the Silph Science team on the Creator Series last year, and just hearing their process and how dedicated they are to their craft, it makes it really cool. But because Niantic has sponsored the Silph Road, I'm sure that the interface of this website will be getting a nice little injection of money soon. So very, very well deserved. So by extension to the silphroad.com is of course silph.gg, the Silph Arena website, which if you are a PvP person, you obviously know about. And this is just a phenomenal website for playing in limited metas, organizing with other trainers. It works.
I enjoy it.
Yeah, it's just a resource that almost every community uses for PvP. And I remember when GBL first launched, we were like, oh my God, it's going to be the end of Silph Arena. And it's like, nope, they're still here. They're still hacking. So very, very cool that this is still going really strong and all that. But you can also, it also has like their own leaderboards here, which are really cool. See if we can recognize anybody up on here. Do I know any of these people? I don't know any of these people in the top 20. But really cool to see that this is still really going strong. You got factions, you got limited metas, you got all these really cool, funky things that ultimately tie back and tie into the use of things like Poke Battler or Go Stadium's Rank Checker or PV Poke. So all these things kind of work together. So what I recommend is just create a bookmark folder, dump all this shit in here. These are all great resources that you can use to kind of enhance your experience with the game. So, Adam, I think we've gone through a lot. I think what we should do is
we have been through a lot together.
We have, Adam,
with the community.
But I think we should take a break, and when we come back, we will talk about some notable trainers. I know two of them; they're very handsome. We'll talk about two notable trainers and a bunch of other notable trainers that are going to be at some Niantic events. And then we'll poke the bear, which honestly, I was shocked at how few people spoke up. I talk about other dumb shit that like doesn't matter. Like, I don't know, dumb shit. And we get 3,000 comments. I talk about something that probably impacts every single person that plays this game. And it's like fucking crickets. However, there was some exceptionally profound comments that I don't care if I got 5 comments or 5,000 comments. I'm so glad I got these 2 specific comments that I'll talk about, because They're pretty heavy and pretty eye-opening, and I think a lot of people will be able to relate to them. So for everyone on the stream, sit tight. We're just going to take a quick break. Everyone in the audio podcast, we'll be back right after these words. Be right back.
Hang 10.
Hi, chat. Hi, stream.
Chat. Just stretch it. Oh, is that a Shirley Temple in a can?
This is a grapefruit seltzer. Hanging 10. Podgy Panda is hanging 10. So
let's go surfing, dude, on the web.
Cheers. All right, Adam, before you get out of control, you want to...
I'm already out of control.
All right, let's get back up in this.
And
we're back.
We're back.
Yeah, Jason's like, wow, Adam, what the fuck?
Totally tubular, guys.
Yo,
radical.
Shout to Lord N's DLC also talking about the Reddit pages for Sylph Road. So Sylph Road and Sylph Arena have phenomenal subreddits. I used to spend a lot of time on the r/Pokemon Go. I don't so much anymore. I was actually on there earlier today to just see if I could scrape some news out of it. Not a lot of news, not a lot of core information. Sylph Road subreddit though, chef's kiss. All right, little housekeeping to get through before we get into the ass of the show. This podcast is powered by Patreon, and you can check ours out over at patreon.com/Pokemon Professor, where you can support this show for as little as $1 a month. And that $1 will get you access to our patron exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people. And all patrons are eligible to participate in our monthly PIGO and TCGO prize tournaments. Registration is in the Discord. We hope to see you there. We're doing our Forged Cup right now. I've lost the first 2 rounds. However, I won 1 match in each round. That's a win.
There you go.
I beat Fish on the Heater once.
What?
Yeah. Anyway. Dude, I'm telling you, that's like when we did our charity tournament and I beat Zionic. I was just like, yo, I'm never going to let him live that down, dude. I was like, I beat you, bro. I beat you. But a huge thanks to our gym leader patrons, Absolutely Ryan, Grant, Jamal, Magikarp, DM, Sue, Tish, TN Comics Wiz, Turtle Power, and Big Za Minus. And a huge thank you to our newest patrons, Christina, who joined at the Discord tier, Joseph and Brett, who joined at the show supporter tier, and the Cole for joining at the gym leader tier. Thank you all so incredibly much. Jason in the chat saying loves the Discord. Yeah, Discord is phenomenal. Special thanks to our executive producer, Paul Bott. And just make sure you check out PokemonProfessor.com just so you can connect with everything that we're doing, see where you can connect with us on social, get the blogs, all that good stuff. If you want to take a quick peek at that website, let's pull it up here really quick for our video viewers. Yeah,
look at those 2 handsome devils.
Lots of cool stuff, and you could connect with you could listen to every one of our shows and all that good stuff. So it's a really cool experience and all that jazz. All right,
you know what I really like about that site?
What?
Lack of ads.
The lack of ads. We have ads.
Well, the only one was TCG Player.
We got TCG Player ads. It's one little strip. Look, we got a Patreon. We don't need website ads, especially not enough to block out 88% of the entire thing. Oh shit! But all right, let's talk about what do we got here? What do we have on the agenda that we're going to be talking about here?
I don't know. It looks like notable trainers.
Let's talk about some notable trainers. So this was pretty cool. Something we've had in our back pocket for quite a bit now that we could finally talk about.
Release the Kraken.
We could release the Kraken on, which I'm really excited about, and that is in Berlin and Seattle. Notable trainers will be officially appearing at the Niantic booth at the event. Whoa. And if you go to the website, PokemonGoLive.com, it's the latest blog, and it kind of runs through a schedule of when and who you can see and where. So they have all the dates for Berlin. I'm just going to kind of scroll all the way past this till we get to Seattle. And if you look here in Seattle, on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from 4 to 6 p.m., You can catch Adam and I, along with Chris and Kyle from GoCast, and Steve from SBJ from It's Super Effective. Nice block of podcasters all together, along with Couple of Gaming and Zoe Two Dots. So it's going to be really, really cool. A Couple of Gaming will actually be with us every day during those time slots. So really, really cool. Really excited to see everyone. So if you're in Seattle, make sure you come by the Niantic booth from 4 to 6 p.m. Say hi. I'm sure Adam will have some goodies to give out and all that kind of stuff. So we're really excited to be a part of this. Shout out to Niantic for inviting us out to Seattle. Really, really cool. And I just think it's going to be really fun. Now, if we look at Berlin, right? Something they do mention here, it says Berlin guided treks, where they're going to be taking these like walk fu style things. I wouldn't be that surprised if something like that happens in Seattle. So stay tuned for additional details on that. And we haven't really announced this yet, Adam. And I don't even know if I have full clearance to talk about this yet, Adam. But Saturday
Why are we
night,
talking about it?
I don't know. Who cares? Saturday night in Seattle, we're going to be hosting a Pokemon Go pub crawl through downtown Seattle. We're trying to get a group of about 50 to 100 trainers to come out, do a late night grind with us, and walk the strip and just take over the fucking downtown. So just stay tuned for information on that. It should be a lot of fun. I cannot wait to make this happen. The past couple years, we've had the Mareep up, which has evolved and devolved and all this stuff. Pandemic kind of threw things off. With GoCast's audience kind of skewing younger, we wanted to try to do something a little bit different from getting everyone together at a bar. So GoCast is going to kind of do their own community-based thing, and we're degenerates, so we're going to go to the bar. Actually, 8 bars. So come with us every 15 minutes. We're going to hit a different spot. It's going to be absolutely a lot of fun. I cannot wait. Yeah, we'll make sure everybody gets home safe. But all right, Adam, I guess the final topic for today is going to be a pretty interesting Poke the Bear. And I really thought that this one was going to blow up. I really thought that people were going to be all over this, and people.
And how long has it been there?
A couple days. Monday. I put it up.
Yeah, but how long do you normally have something like this up?
A couple days, 3 days, 4 days. You know, it's usually it takes off right away, and it gets hundreds of comments and all this stuff. This one, not so much. I was shocked. And I think I know why. It's because it's an exceptionally sensitive topic for a lot of people, and a lot of people don't want to talk about it. It's definitely the elephant in the room. So I asked on Twitter, and I'll pull it up here for our video viewers, the topic being Pigo addiction. I said, has playing Pokemon Go ever caused issues with your personal or professional relationships? Is it hard to not take your phone out and play at every opportunity? What is the line between dedication and addiction? So, Adam, before I even get into the community's reaction here, I want your take. How do you feel about this personally? Do you feel that you are balancing dedication and addiction? And has this put a strain on your personal relationships over the past 6 years?
Personal relationships, yes, definitely. Should be spending quality time with family and end up pulling out my phone in a new location because we're on vacation and I want to hit those stops and get that XP and do those raids that are around and have a sense of being able to get all the Pokemon and all the stuff that I need but don't need.
So in those times, I know you use the Go Plus a lot when you're at home and you're not at exciting places. So what is the experience? What's the difference in the experience when you're somewhere new? Does the Go Plus just not satisfy that for you?
So it does, but even with that, it would disconnect. So I'd have to pull out my phone to reconnect it, which then causes I'm on my phone when I should be with the family.
You know, I gotta say, Even if I try to like take 5 seconds to like pull the phone out to connect the Go Plus, it's like I sometimes try to hide that shit, right? Because it's like
Yeah.
I don't even, because it's just like, don't worry about me. I'm not playing the game. Just trying to connect this device real quick. It's for sure a thing. It's for sure.
But
a
I'm
thing.
self-aware of it now. I understand that line is, and it's hard and it becomes stressful if like now this is why Pokemon proper needs something, and I mean this in the most genuine way, but they need something that can allow people to, like, because it really causes anxiety, especially on something like a community day. Okay, if you're dealing with, like, hypothetically, you're like an insurance salesman and you're trying to do something and you've got somebody in front of you, but you've got your Pokeball Plus.
What's that buzzing?
Sir, what's that in your lap that's vibrating? Or you've got the Go Plus and it's just going bird, bird, and then you're fidgeting in your pocket, or you're fidgeting in your sports coat.
You see the light shine through your clothes.
Exactly. So they need something that other companies have done to ease that like feeling, because that, and
What,
like you've said,
like morphine or Valium or something?
No. I'm talking about devices that have come out
that are
and
silent.
that are silent. And I understand.
Yeah, but how does that solve the addiction thing? It doesn't.
So
it doesn't.
It curbs the fact that, like,
it curbs my enthusiasm.
You can breathe.
Why?
Like,
what's the difference? Just because of the noise? So you can hide your addiction?
It's a distraction.
You're hiding.
A distraction.
Adam, you're just hiding your addiction.
No. It's a distraction. Okay. And I'm very open with the fact that I like to play Pokemon Go. Like, I like this game. I love this game. I've been playing it since the beginning. And there's no other game that I've been playing for this long. Like, this is my favorite game.
Yeah, but Go Plus or not, that's not going to change anything.
Yes, but if you can't pull out your phone, if you can't, like for community day, how stressful is that to just say, I'm not going to play at all because I can't have something in my hands. Okay. You work with your hands. Somebody that's a cook, somebody that's washing dishes, somebody that's utilizing their hands, and they can't push that button. They can't do whatever, lean against the counter every second they get to hit the button.
But then is it really playing at that point? No, it's just
is it playing if you're pushing a button?
Sure.
No, because it's a touch screen. You're not pushing any buttons. You're touching a screen.
Well, I don't have that problem because I'm fully addicted, and my phone is fucking.
I'm just saying. Pokemon Go proper and Pokemon proper and Niantic proper need to come out with a device that is Pokemon certified that will allow you
to not vibrate and make noise.
Yeah. And I understand. Okay, that's hiding the addiction. That's whatever. But it gives you that self of, like, you can be calm. You don't have to worry. Like, that, like, I may only get 1 or 2 shinies from playing community day, but I'm okay with that result because I'm not putting in the effort of catching hundreds and hundreds and hundreds.
But
I'm okay with that because I can't physically utilize my hands because I've been washing dishes all day, or I'm chopping onions from
so let's move away from the physical aspect.
And then hold on. And then it disconnects in the middle of that. But I can't like pull out my phone because there's it's an open kitchen and there's just people watching. Like, you just can't. Okay, so
All right.
there's reasons. Okay, there's
But
always a reason.
get rid of the physical thing. Let's say that there was a
Okay,
way to do this passively without having the physical thing. Mentally, you're still connected to that need, right? So yeah,
correct.
so again, it's not solving anything. It's just enabling. Really, you're just enabling it, right? So
Okay,
for me, I have a thing where that in your screen time report where it has like the number of like wake ups, like the number of time you like turn your phone on and like look at it or whatever, or pick it up. It's astronomical for me because if I have to walk from the bathroom to the kitchen, I'm looking at the phone. If I have 3 seconds between tasks, I'm looking at the phone. If I'm driving and I'm on a 10-hour drive and I can't catch shit because I'm driving too fast and I can't spin shit because I'm driving too fast, there's nothing I could do. I still have the fucking game open for no reason whatsoever, just to see it. My little
okay,
guy
that's
running around.
addiction.
Well, yeah,
I at least listen to music or something.
so do I, but I just have the shit running. So
I
anyway,
just throw the phone.
so I asked the question on Twitter, and I was very surprised at the lower volume of responses, but we did have some really good ones. So I'll run through some of them here. Ivy Pip says, I'm addicted, but will concede it has reduced the hassle of many of my daily activities and encouraged me to go outside. Luckily, my wife is also addicted, so we have spent a lot of time together playing. I don't think I would invest as much time otherwise. So that's like, is there such a thing as healthy addiction? Like, oh, I'm addicted to eating healthy, or I'm addicted to fitness. Like anything that's taken to extremes can be bad, right?
Yep.
But there's also a lot of good that comes with it. I just want to try to remove the good from the conversation right now and isolate the bad. Now, this is the next one here from Atari Alex.
Yeah, this one's really good.
This one blew my fucking mind. It says,
because I know that both of us had similar issues.
Yep. It says, it has caused more arguments in my marriage than I can count. I used to be a very punctual person. Now, if I don't leave at least 45 minutes early for anything, I'll be late. I'm consistently telling myself I need to figure out a way to play less, and then I never do. Now, here it is. You ready for this one? Sometimes I hope that Niantic will announce they are shutting down the game because I know I don't have the strength to stop playing on my own, even though I probably should. So, yeah, I guess I'm addicted. Yo, this one
that hits deep. That hits deep.
This one hit me because because this game has become so intertwined in our lifestyles, right? It's a culture, it's a vibe, it's so just connected to everything that we do that if this game were to shut down tomorrow, I'd imagine like there would be people walking around outside like like just forgetting how to talk.
There's grass on the ground.
This one just hit me hard because I really, really felt where he was coming from on this.
Yeah, that's such a good response.
Yeah, I put, whoa, this is a very profound statement. Thanks for sharing. But yeah, Sue, Hermes Ninja, I forget. I was talking to Pogo Milo, and he was explaining to me how to say this. It's like some fancy pants French shit or something. It says, "Oh, complicated question. I'm definitely addicted, much in the same way I'm addicted to breathing air. But that kind of addiction only poses a problem if it's causing any type of negative consequence. However, if the only result is adding more joy to my day, I'm all in." Again, this is what we're talking about: healthy addiction, right? Yeah. If it's not impacting anything in your life, kind of negatively, what's the problem, right? Even if what it's doing to you as a person personally and not affecting other people, if it's all positive, sure, go for it. Mr. Anderson says, the first time I got into trouble was several years ago when we were on vacation from Scotland to Palm Springs, and I had a wild Charizard on the screen, which was a very big deal at the time. She then got the news that her grandmother had passed away, but I had to catch it. Bro.
Oof.
Bro. His game makes us do some fucked up shit. Oh shit. Rick Azara says, I guess everything's right as long as you don't try to pick out self-esteem from your achievements and go. It's a unique game, maybe even a good teacher to a comprehensive, healthy lifestyle. Personal and professional relationships always come first. Look, I agree. But the impact that it's had on me in my previous marriage through my I said this on the Instagram stream this morning. Pokemon was cited in my fucking divorce papers 3 times. It was in my fucking divorce papers. Like, it's crazy shit. And it wasn't just Pokemon Go, it's Pokemon in general. Because I've been addicted to Pokemon for many years, even previous to Go. But it's a very interesting topic. I got a couple more here. This is Hillajix says, about a year ago, some of us were on strike from the Pokestop issues. Adam, you were one of those that was really cutting back. Says, I was one of the people who decided to delete the game from my phone for a few days. It was hard. I kept having the urge to turn on the app, even if I was at home. I've been better at putting the game down when I need to, but I think about those who only play Pigo and no other games or hobbies. Pigo sucks you in and makes it difficult to get away from, even when there's no exciting events going on. So, Adam, I don't know if you've ever done this, but sometimes I just stare at the fucking game. Like if I'm home and there's no spawns, and it's like in and out of the menus, into the items. Oh, no, can't heal anything.
Yep.
Into my, yep, still got 33 fucking King's Rock. Yep. Like I just don't do anything. And it's like, what am I fucking doing? Like I should be doing anything right now. Stretching. Who knows? Anything. Gus says so one time I did cause an issue with my ex-wife where I went out latish at night to hunt a wild Snorlax. This was back in 2016 where it was just footsteps. I went around my neighborhood and couldn't find it and then went looking for a Poliwag. She then called me pissed off for telling me to get home so she could go to bed because she wouldn't if I wasn't there. I will say I'm a weaning addict and it's sometimes boredom time kill when I don't feel like doing anything, waiting for new content to spur the hunt. I don't think we talk about this enough. I don't think Niantic talks about this and addresses this enough. Even things like you're playing Wii Sports, right? And you're fucking doing bowling on Wii Sports. And it'll say like, hey, why don't you take a break? It's physical activity, but you get that message. I get the things on TikTok now when I'm doom scrolling for 12 fucking hours straight. You get like the TikTok branded thing that's like, hey, seems like you've been on TikTok for a long time. Why don't you put the fucking phone down, you jerk? You know what I mean? Like I get, and it's like, I don't know. I just think that this is a much, much, much bigger issue. I'd actually like to talk to some like gaming psychologists about this because, they remember it was a couple of years ago, they made gaming addiction like an actual thing. I don't know. I think that this probably affects more people and their spouses or their loved ones or their family more than we talk about, more than we know. And I'd almost want to get like
the other sides.
I want the significant others of content creators to come on the round table and talk about how they think. I don't
Chanel would definitely be down.
I just think that, for me, this game is cathartic, right? It's very therapeutic, but at the same time, I'm exceptionally dependent on it to provide those things. And I know that those things are achievable through other means. Better diet, eating right, exercise, just experiencing life, being in nature without the tie to the phone. It's a heavy thing, man. It's a heavy thing. I just don't think we talk about it enough. And I would love Niantic to address this some way, somehow. I just don't know if they ever will. A couple more responses here because I did retweet it. I put up, I retweeted it saying, not a lot of movement on this topic. Is it too close to home? I said, I'll start. I'm completely addicted
It's too close to Pokemon Home.
And my compulsion for Pigo screen time has put a strain on many of my personal relationships. I struggle to find balance daily. How about you? We had a couple good responses in here. I'll read a couple. Carcass says, I admittedly get kind of frustrated when I'm playing with people who aren't playing at the highest level sometimes, but at the end of the day, it's just about having a good time with friends. I don't know, but I guess I'm not in it so deep anymore. So that's an interesting one, because my coworkers, for instance, don't take the game nearly as seriously as I do, but we'll raid together. And like sometimes I'll get pissed. They'll be like, yo, can you fucking, like, why are you bringing fucking flying Pikachu against the Snorlax? Or why, like, why are you bringing this weak ass counter? It's because they're just having fun. They don't care. Definitely.
Meanwhile, they won't catch the Pokemon. They won't be able to take it down.
The fact that gets me upset, even though it's like I know we're still going to beat the raid boss. You know what I mean? Says Mr. Blissey. Jason says, yo, don't fuck with my Blissies. Yo, my girls got a
large Marge coming
they got defending to do. I gave my son my phone the other day. He was cracking up at all my Blissey names. He's like, can I name one? I go, yeah, go ahead. He named one of the Blissies Huge Badonker. So funny. But imagine a Shieldon against the Kyogre. I've seen one of those, they say in the chat. Yeah, I don't know. I just I think this is a conversation that we should continue. I think this is something. Sure. I think it's something that we should all be exceptionally cognizant of, and we should talk to our partners about. Because at the end of the day, obviously, the game is much less important than our personal relationships, our family relationships, our children, our work. So just be cognizant of it. I think it's very important that we take that into account when it comes to spending time, and something that my girlfriend has taught me is like, just put the fucking phone away and give me the attention. Give me the dedicated time. Is that too much to ask? And it's like, then I have to reflect and go like, no, that's not too much to ask. What am I, a fucking idiot? Put the fucking phone away.
Yeah, so I've been trying to do like the whole, like when you wake up, just leave it alone.
See, I can't do that. I can't do that.
I know.
I'm immediately, I go into the bathroom and I'm sitting on the toilet doing nothing but healing my Blissies. But it's an interesting topic. I think we should continue it. Please check out our Twitter and let us know what you think. I think that even if you want to not do it publicly and you want to shoot us a DM, we could keep the conversation offline. But I do think it's something
Justin says, you guys know me. I have an addictive personality. If the spouse and I are out shopping or whatever, I'm not allowed to actively play. Go Plus only. So he's not allowed to.
But the Go Plus is on,
So he's technically still playing.
It's yeah.
So the question is, does Jody actually know he's playing or not?
The Cole said he just all right, he just added some. So I'll read the Coles. He's in the chat. He said he just put it up. He said, 1, I had issues with family after my grandmother passed away, being told that Pokemon Go ruined our family. I don't agree, and I like to think I'm self-aware about how addicted I am to the game, but I associate Pigo with saving my life due to mental health issues, and that grief created that response. And I know I'm addicted and I pull my phone out constantly, but I do know that there are time and place and will put it away when needed. I do put playing Pokemon Go right next to breathing, though. It's life for me, but I know the situations to stop. So this is what I was saying before, right? The fact that this game does positives.
Sorry, Justin just wrote, she doesn't mind if I use the Go Plus
that doesn't
vibrate.
You see? There you go. But this game does do a lot of good for a lot of people. But it's sometimes that when that just like it gets, I don't know, it gets kind of overshadowed by the volume of screen time. And that's where I think people like me get into trouble, because I can't, like, my fucking screen time report is stupid. It's fucking stupid. It's like, why am I even awake that many hours in the day, let alone in front of the fucking screen that many hours of the day? So I don't know, everyone. I think it's a little bit of a heavy topic. It's definitely an elephant in the room. I think it's an important one to talk about. I think we should all kind of talk about this stuff because as much good as the game does, right, for us and for our mental health, and I mean, it gets me out exercising and exploring and doing all that great stuff.
Yeah.
There is, I don't want to call it a dark side, but there is another side to that coin of the way it impacts others and how, your attention gets drawn away from things that are right in front of you in real life. So all I can say is, everyone can just be cognizant and work on that balance.
Yeah, it's hard
Because
because like I'll be in the middle of like, well, I'll be playing a game or something with my significant other, and then all of a sudden the game, there's like a 3-second window where I can check the phone and look, and
yeah,
so
no,
it's
that's one of my big problems is like, if there's one fucking free second, I'm looking, and it's like, why?
yeah.
Whew. But on that note, everyone, I think that's a show.
Oh, jeez.
Let's continue the conversation over on Twitter. Please feel free to DM. It's all good. But you can leave us a voicemail or text even if you wanted to, 732-835-8639. You could email us info@luredup.com. Just check out PokemonProfessor.com or luredup.com for everything we have going on the show. The Cole in the chats has said, my story goes way deeper than that, what I said, but a game I played before Pogo definitely ruined my life, and I see a huge difference from that game to this one. Yo, I used to play World of Warcraft. So I know that game hurt a lot of people and a lot of relationships.
Listen, I used to play Call of Duty Zombies, and I would just stay awake for
Am I going to have to
like
boot
4
you?
or 5 o'clock in the morning, like, and then I would go to bed.
It's an interesting topic. It's an important topic. I don't think there should be a stigma about talking about this stuff because I think it's a real life thing that everyone is experiencing in one form or another, and everyone's partners, even if they're not vocalizing it, ask them about it. Ask them about it. Does it bother you when I do this? Does it bother you if I have the phone out? And
Does
if
it
it
bother
doesn't,
you when I talk about Digimon?
it bothers me a lot. But if it doesn't bother them, fucking great, right? Good for you, lucky. But you might be surprised to hear, like, yeah, I'd rather you have your eyes on me or your attention on me, or I'd rather you be holding my hand than holding your phone. That kind of shit hits hard.
Yeah.
I'm divorced, dude. I've been through fucking hell with that shit. I don't want to risk going through anything remotely close to that again. And if
Yep.
what that means is put my fucking phone away, I better fucking put my phone away. So that's all I'm saying. Thank you, everyone, so much. I really do appreciate everyone getting involved in the conversation, everyone in the chat. It's been really great talking through this stuff. Let's keep it going. Keep it going on Discord. Keep it going on Twitter. DMs are always open. But what we're going to do here is we're going to take a quick break on the stream. I'm just going to pull up a coming soon kind of thing, like all that good stuff. And we're going to be right back in a few minutes with our live recording of Special Conditions. But for everyone else listening, thank you so much. Adam, is that it?
Yeah, I'm just like, I don't even know. It's like I'm not sad. I'm just like,
I'm telling you,
it's
man,
just
it's a
like
heavy.
I'm reflecting. I'm like realizing stuff. It's just, yeah.
It's a heavy topic. So thank
It
you,
like
everyone, for
makes me want to
for
cry.
talking.
I'm just,
Yeah, man, it's okay. It's okay. If I was with you, I'd hug you right now, man. I love you so much. This game, like, look at the good it's done, man. This game brought us together,
and that's the thing. It's like, where's that balance where this has been like my lifeline? This has been what's kept me going for so long.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
I do.
it's like you've been there for me, and I don't know, just a lot. It's a lot.
All right, everyone. Thanks so much. Appreciate it all. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in a couple minutes with Special Conditions, but keep training, trainers. Keep your heads up. Talk to the people you love. Make sure that you're treating them right. Love everybody. See you later.
I don't know. I was trying to figure this out.
It's fine.
All right. Well, I started a new recording and everything. Woo, emotions.
Go for it, Adam. All right, everybody, we're back.
Yeah,
Thank
we're
you
back.
so much. We just had like the heaviest episode of fucking Lured Up. Oh, I'm cursing on special conditions. I got to start over. Well, we just had a great episode of Lured Up. It was really heavy. So take it a breather and let's get going with special conditions.
All right, everyone. What's up, Pokemon trading card game fans? Welcome to episode 114. 114 episodes. We're killing it. The Special Conditions, the TCG podcast, where our love for competing and collecting collide. Special Conditions is part of the Pokemon Professor Network, and today is Tuesday, June 21st, 2021. I'm one of your hosts, Adam Tuttle, and I am joined by my lovely co-host who's right here. This is Ken.
Hi, Adam.
Rock. How's it going?
What's up, Adam? How are you?
I'm doing fabulous now that we're talking about cards.
So we are live streaming this right now on Twitch and YouTube and Twitter and all that good stuff. We just recorded a live stream of our Lured Up podcast just before this. We got into a pretty awesome discussion at the end of the show that was kind of heavy. So we're out of that now, and now we could talk about shiny pieces of cardboard that cost way too much money, and get a little lighter. What do you say?
Oh, I love it. I love it. So
all right, good.
On today's show, our card of the week is going to be Radiant Greninja, and we'll discuss how this $2 card, which is unreal, like that
it's going to go up. I think it's going to go up.
It's become such a high performer. Rip into some packs and give out some TCG codes as per usual, because like that's a thing. I feel like we should just do like one of these streams and just give out codes like the whole time.
That's fine. I don't even know if I have a pack. I'm slacking.
Well, if you don't, I've got two.
Right,
Mewtwo is featured in our art of the week. So we're gonna get Scythe striking and shadow balling. And because it's all the rage in Pokemon Go, right?
It is. It totally is.
Pokebeach gives us a preview of Lost Origin, and with it, an unusual release date.
Yep.
What does this mean? And then the Japan Championships and Milwaukee Regionals were this past weekend, and the top decks give up some unique lists. Like Blissey got second. I was like, Ken, I immediately sent it to you.
It sure did. You're like, you sent me the whole picture of the entire list, and you're like, second place. This is amazing. So very, very cool. But Adam, we got plenty to talk about. I think we should just jump right into it.
Let's just do it. We've got Radiant Greninja.
The price has gone up by like 5 cents since I put.
Oh no!
So the price is
yeah,
increasing.
But look at the price history. It just when it was a steep curve down, and it just keeps getting lower.
I think it's going to go back up now that it's getting some fanfare. But why don't you tell me about this card and why it's so popular right now and how it works with some of the current cards in the meta?
So Radiant Greninja, it's a Radiant Pokemon, so meaning you can only have one Radiant Pokemon in your deck. It's a basic. It has 130 hit points. It's water. It has an ability called Conceal Cards. This is what makes it so good. It says you must discard an energy. It doesn't say what type of energy. It just says an energy card from your hand in order to use this ability. Once during your turn, you may draw 2 cards. You might say, wow, that sounds okay, but it's great.
Is it because of the special energy thing?
No. Okay, so hear me out. You've got Metal Saucer, so you can suck up metal energies to your metal Pokemon from the discard. Right. That's huge. Then you've got lightning energies, so you discard a lightning energy with this, draw 2 cards. Oh, you've put a Flaffy down, then you suck up the lightning energy. Or with the brand new Darkrai that just came out, you can Dark Patch after discarding a dark energy, or you can use the what is it? The shell thing. The dark shell guy. Oh man. Samurott.
Hisuian Samurott. Yep.
So there's there's plenty of decks that can utilize this. And then just in general, it can be any energy. So it can literally live in any deck.
So is this card typically making its way to the active spot, or is this a benched card for the most part?
This is a bench card, and it's got 130 hit points, so it's not something that's going to get easily sniped off the bench, or it's not going to get quick shot. The Inteleon that does 20 damage a turn. It's not going to. This is literally 7 turns of quick shotting.
Yeah.
In order to make it happen, so it's pretty well protected. It's got a 1 retreat cost, so even if a boss's order to like bring it up, you can just attach and retreat. It's such a nice card. And then with a lot of the newer card, like just water in general is really good right now. So, I mean, let's not talk about Palkia that we already talked about last week. But you can discard a water energy and draw 2.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. And then, so its attack, it's got 1 water, or 2 waters, and a colorless. Moonlight Shoryuken. Discard 2 energies from this Pokemon. This attack does 90 damage to 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon, or just 2 of your opponent's Pokemon in general. So if they have 2 Drizzles out,
yes,
you just pow. They're dead.
Wow.
I literally just envisioned Greninja like jumping up and throwing like his water shurikens.
Shoryuken. But no, I thought it was really cool that we're starting to see this in some of the lists that are performing in the regionals and stuff like that. So we'll kind of look through that. But like perfectly timed, Pokemon.com puts out a article talking about how to play Radiant Greninja and the different applications that it could have. And it got some of the top players currently to kind of put their thoughts together of cards that it can pair with, like Liepard. And I think Tord Rekliv has a list down here too, and talks about Temples of Sinnoh. But there's just a lot of play here for Radiant Greninjas. So, I mean, is this something that we're probably going to see as a staple? Like, are people going to all, I mean, you can only run 1 Radiant, right? So it's not going to have too much of an impact of inserting this in.
That's the whole point. Like, so consistency is key. Consistency is king. Consistency over everything. If your deck is consistent, you'll consistently win. So, yeah, you could throw in the Radiant Heatran that does damage, but that is all based on an attack. Right. Or you could throw in the Hawlucha that gives your Pokemon or your basic Pokemon an extra 20 attack damage, which is okay. It adds damage, but
what about Radiant Charizard? It's Charizard.
It's shiny. That's the only thing. I mean, no, Charizard is actually pretty good, but it's not better than this.
So in this article on Pokemon.com, they actually show a couple different lists and a couple different looks here. But they show this pairing with like a 2/4 Galarian Moltres line. There's another list here that runs it with Vaporeon, which is pretty interesting. And then there's a third list that's kind of all over the place. But this is
like a box deck,
like a boxed out, like running it with the Inteleon line, but also with like Starmie V and the Galarian Zigzagoon. But I don't know. I think we're going to see this card for a long time. I think that this is going to be something that a lot of people are going to run. You know, it's just going to have, it's so easy to modify any existing deck and just throw it in there, because pretty much anyone is going to be able to benefit from concealed cards. I think it's just a phenomenal ability that, you know, especially if you can have some kind of bench protection or you're up against a deck that cannot do bench damage. This is golden, and this thing could drive you. Like, if you get it on your bench early and you have bench protection and you can keep that thing on your bench, this could be something that can just grief your opponent the entire match, where you're just consistently drawing cards, consistently putting energies into your discard, and then consistently using other cards to pull those energies right back out. And so I just think
exactly.
I just think it's a
even
really
you
powerful
could
card.
just use something like the stadium training court. So if you have a basic energy to discard pile, put it back to your hand. So you discard 2 and you get it back. Discard 2, get it back.
Exactly. So like we said, it's a very playable card. You only need 1 for your deck, and it's $2 and change. So check the link in the description. Jump over to tcgplayer.com, grab one of these things. It's very inexpensive. I love when very playable cards like TCG Player, the competition and the competitive scene drives the marketplace. So when you have a very playable card that's gaining in popularity and it's still really cheap, like it's not about the flash, it's not about the full art, it's not about all this crazy hollow patterns and all this stuff. It's just a true workhorse that can apply to just about any deck out there. And for $2, I think that's really, really cool. All right, Adam. Do you want to get into our? I was going to say, do you want to open packs or do you want to talk about some Mewtwo?
I want to open packs. Look at this, Astral Radiance. I just opened one on our Instagram. Oh man, I feel like I did an okay job on my reel.
I liked your reel a lot.
All right, code card is RJJTT922X9Z4L. Good luck. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, Psychic Energy, Bronzong, Roxanne, Curlia, Togepi, Scytha, Quillfish, Combi, Chatot, Reverse Hollow is a Combi, and my rare is a Hisuian Bravery.
All right, so since I don't have a pack, I know you want to open another one anyway because you didn't. So go for it, please.
All right. Next one is going to be Brilliant Stars. It'll be silent for the audio listeners because I'm just going to put it up on our stream. That way here, if somebody gets it, they get it. If not, no harm, no foul.
All right, stream, chat, take note.
There's the code. There's the barcode. Not sure which one works, but it's Brilliant Stars. So hopefully it can be brilliant. We got a Lightning Energy, Choice Belt, Luxio. I love that art.
Yeah, it's great art.
Like that
almost looks like a Radiant.
Yeah. Gloria, Bidoof, Electabuzz, Howlucha, Buizel, Gibble, Reverse Hollow is a Vibrava, and a rare Wormadam.
You're not opening another one. No,
it's okay. I don't want to anyways.
Down at him. But also, if you want to support the show, you could use our tcgplayer.com affiliate link. It's in the description. Just bookmark that link. Start your shopping journey there every time. Doesn't cost you anything extra, but it helps out the show a lot. And yeah, you don't have to do anything different. Just start your shopping on our affiliate link. Any pages that you go on after that in your browsing session will give us credit towards our affiliate link and get some support from TCG Player. Phenomenal company. So hook us up and knock that out. But Adam, all right, let's talk about art. And I did something
Mewtwo.
A little bit
Mewtwo. Let's talk about Mewtwo.
I did something a little different on this one. So Mewtwo has a lot of cards. But what I specifically did was I wanted to look at Mewtwo full art cards. And I think that that's something, you know what, I'm gonna let's see, where are the ones here that I talked about? Hold on. I'm gonna pull up another website real quick. Give me 2 quick seconds because I haven't even published our blog yet for this episode. However, I am gonna go behind the scenes here and pull up our unpublished blog because I added these cards and I put some notes in there regarding the illustrators, and I want to talk about it, and that's where that data is. So let's
well, I'm just saying, isn't the V Union, isn't that one also like a full art?
Because I know that when all 4 are together.
All 4.
All right, let me get back to this. And now for the people that are watching this live streamed, oh yeah, audio podcast will be available later in the week. If you're watching this on video, you can get the audio podcast later. If you're listening to the audio podcast, you could visit us on Twitch or YouTube and get the VOD of the video. All right, So this is our unreleased special conditions episode 114 blog. Here's a Radiant Greninja, but we're going to talk about a couple different Mewtwo cards here. And the first one being this incredible Mewtwo GX full art from Shining Legends. And I like these solid color background full arts.
Yes. Yep.
Until I saw the Japanese version and realized that that solid color is this phenomenal hollow pattern that the American card just doesn't get. I was like, I feel ripped off. So, but anyway, I really like this. I love the blue outline on the card. But this is done by 5-Band Graphics. This is one of those artist collectives that we talked about a lot. And they've done 850 cards, primarily in 3D. And the majority of the cards are EX, GX, V Maxes, V, and a lot of the full arts, kind of the real flashy cards. And I even note here in the blog that the English version of this card is not nearly as cool as the Japanese version. Let me see. I don't think there's a Japanese
Listen, even
version.
the hollows look better, just in general.
You talk about in Japanese?
Yeah,
for sure. That's what I'm saying. The hollow patterns rule, but I really do like this. I think the blue outline of this one just kind of really makes it pop. Very, very cool design, and just a classic Mewtwo kind of like contorted look. This next one I have is Mewtwo EX full art from XY Breakthrough. Breakthrough was one of the sets when I first started getting back into collecting at volume. So I definitely love this set. But in this one, you can see Mewtwo. It almost looks like it's, I don't even know what attack that is. I don't think it's Shatter Shot or Damage Change like that's written on the card, but it's like kind of
definitely like a Shadow Ball.
It's like it's summoning some kind of energy from its hand, psychic energy or something like that. It looks really, really cool. The background has this almost flame color to it. Definitely check out the blog if you're listening to this on audio so you can see what this looks like. But Ryo Ueda is the artist here. Ueda is another 3D artist. Again, a lot of the full arts are always typically done on computer or 3D. But Ueda has done 380 cards in total. It's one of the original 3D artists in the TCG. I think it was the second artist ever to use 3D modeling for TCG cards. So there was the original artist, and the name of that artist escapes me right now. But when that artist stepped away, Ueda was the one that came in. So it's been making cards for a long, long time. I just think the background of this card makes it look exceptionally tough. It almost makes it look like fire. And very, very cool. Mewtwo looks very ominous, and I love the lighting effects on this card and how the shadow kind of is just cast on Mewtwo's face. It makes it look real tough. So very, very cool card.
It is pretty darn tough.
This next one is a very different look. Another 5-Bond Graphics card.
This specific one I hold near and dear to my heart because
why?
This was the Mewtwo Wars. Anybody that played competitive will know that it was like you put 2 or 3 in your deck, and every deck ran like double colorless, and the X ball did 20 damage times the amount of energy attached to both Pokemon, or attached to the defending Pokemon. So, right, hold on, scroll down a little bit.
Yeah, this Pokemon and defending Pokemon.
Oh, yeah. So you do 20, 40, 60, 80, which would be like 160. And it's got 170, I think, for hit points.
Yep.
Yeah. So basically, if you could get that extra energy on, you could one-shot their Mewtwo. But then if they did their double colorless energy, they could one-shot your Mewtwo. So it's it was literally just a back and forth.
Was it that everyone was running Mewtwo at the time?
Yeah, everyone.
But the art on this card is phenomenal. Again, these full arts that have if I scroll back up, you could see like the first card had the blue turquoise outline. The next card had the yellow outline. This one has a goldish outline. I don't know. It's just something that makes the Mewtwo look a little angelic. I don't know if that's the right word, but this background is just super cool. It's almost like this tie-dye storm of psychic energy. Very, very cool. Very classic look for Mewtwo. This might be one of my favorite Mewtwo cards ever released. And then we have one more here, and I had to pull this one in. This is the iconic Mewtwo card from from the upcoming Pokemon Go set, which comes out 9 days from now. But we were cracking up last week when we pulled up the Radiant Charizard and the regular Charizard from the Pokemon Go set, and they had prices of like $599.
Yes.
This Mewtwo full art for pre-order on TCG Player, $999 right now. So absolutely out of control. But it is Mewtwo V. It's from N Design Inc., another one of these artist collectives that has only been doing cards since Brilliant Stars, which is really cool. And a lot of the cards that they've done are in the Pokemon Go set. And if you look on Bulbapedia at their cardography, I guess you can call it, you can see that there's just really, really cool, vibrant, bold renditions of all these Pokemon. And if you're a Pokemon Go player, which Mewtwo is available in Pokemon Go right now, you'll definitely know the scene that's depicted in this card, because in the original Pokemon Go trailer back in 2016, you had all these trainers like kind of rushing into Times Square to do this Mewtwo raid, and you had Mewtwo among the skyscrapers and among the billboards in Times Square, and that's exactly what you see in this card. It's just very, very iconic from a Pokemon Go perspective. So very cool that they recreated that experience from the trailer in card form. I cannot wait to get my hands on this. It's a Mewtwo V, and of course that means there will be Mewtwo VMAX, but the full art will lie with the V version. So Adam, out of these 4 cards, is your favorite the Next Destinies one? Yeah, that's sure. I it's just very cool. I don't know. I like, if I was an artist and I could draw Mewtwo, this is how I would want to draw it. It just really, it screams Mewtwo from the TCG more so than like in the games, more so than in the anime. When I think of Mewtwo in TCG form, this is the aesthetic I exactly think of. So very, very, very cool. But all right, that was card of the week, Adam. I mean art of the week. I good stuff. I think that the Pokemon Go set's going to make everybody go broke.
Yes, for sure.
It's got Mewtwo, it's got Charizard,
Blastoise, Venusaur.
It's got Blissey on top of a Valor Gym. What?
That's going to make people like Ken go after the set.
That's going to make me go completely broskies. All right, but I think we should talk about one more topic before we take a break, and that is the North American International Championships power rankings that have been released. And Adam, I'm sure that you're going to there's a couple cards in here that are right at home. I was very shocked to see one specific card on here, but as we run through the list, of course, number 1, Origin Form Palkia V-Star. We talked about this last week. This card dominated Melbourne. Was it all top 8?
Yeah, all top 8. Yeah.
It was all top 8. So this card is just absolutely nasty. We talked about it last week. So we'll move on from it. But you have some of the usual suspects here. Yep.
It's just so consistent. Arceus V-Star.
Are you ready for number 4? This one made me really happy, and I was shocked to see it so high in the list.
Urshifu Rapid Strike VMAX.
This is like a tried and true card. I've been running this in TCGO. I've been having a blast playing it. I've been running it stock out of the box from the League Battle Deck, so I haven't even messed around with running it with Intellions or anything like that. But I don't know. This card has been a threat for a long time, and I guess with the release of some of the newer cards, it's still doing well. And for the NIAC coming up, I would love to see a top 8 deck running Rapid Strike Urshifu to let it hang with some of these newer cards like the Palkia or the Arceus.
It's still good. It's got like really great attacks.
It's just, with the threat of Psychic,
it's just
though.
a 3 prize Pokemon that's weak to this number 2 spot. But if it's just facing Palkia and all the other decks, Arceus, it just kind of destroys Arceus.
Yeah, but what about Mew, though?
It dies against Mew.
Like, Mew looks at it and it dies.
They just flip over the Mew and like 4 Genesect on the bench, and you're like, yep.
Concede. Here's a handshake. And number 5, you were just talking about it, Hisuian Samurott V-Star. So
yeah, this one's really cool. And I noticed that they didn't really talk about the what is it? The Absol from this set. Sorry, I'm going back and forth here. Yeah, the Absol from Astral Radiance. For 1 dark, this attack does 10 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon. And then for 1 dark and 1 colorless, Claw Rend, it does 50 damage. If the opponent's active Pokemon already has any damage counters on it, does 70 more damage.
So would
that's 120 for 2 energies. I know that like it's not the strongest attack, but that means that they'll at least have 10, which means that's 130. And it's a basic, and it's a 1 prizer.
But do you run Absol in addition, like in your Hisuian Samurott deck? Okay. And is that because of Dark Patch?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
So you can get it going in 1 turn. And if it's the only thing you have, like instead of, I mean, like the Galarian Zigzagoon is good, but it's like that can just come out and just the whole board has damage counters on it.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to pay attention to this after the next round of tournaments to see if we start to see the Absol being run with the Hisuian Samurott, or even the Hisuian Samurott placing.
Listen, I got destroyed by Regigigas earlier today.
Okay. That's the topic that I definitely want to talk about next, is some of the wild top decks in Japan and in Milwaukee, because I was very surprised to see some of this stuff in top 8. But why don't we take a break first? We'll come back. We'll jump over to Limitless TCG, look at these deck lists, and actually talk a little bit about Lost Origin as well.
All right. Sounds good. We'll
be back everyone.
Right after this.
Hey, stream, we're still here.
Stream. Nobody's commenting in the stream, though. Kind of sad. Sad news bears.
They're playing cards. That's why.
They're playing cards. They're just aces, clubs, and hearts, spades.
JT Valor in the chat says, "Hi, Dad."
Hey, son. How are you?
Hey, son. All right, Adam, I am ready to roll back into the punches. I guess let's do, we'll talk about Lost Origin first.
All right.
But you could do your housekeeping.
Yeah.
Go for it.
And we are back. Thank you all for that break. People are listening, and I love it. But this podcast is powered by Patreon. Check ours out over at patreon.com/Pokemon Professor, where you can support the show for as little as $1 a month. That $1 is going to get you access to our patron exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people. All patrons are eligible to participate in our monthly Pokemon Go and TCGO prize tournaments. Registration's in the Discord, and we hope to see you there. Huge thanks to our gym leaders, Absolutely Ryan, Grant, Jamal, Magic Carpe Diem, Sue, Tish, TN Comics Wiz, Turtle Power, and Big Zom Minus. Thank you to our newest patrons, Christina, who joined at the Discord tier, Joseph and Brett, who joined at the show supporter tier, and the Cole for joining at the gym leader tier. Thank you so much. And huge thanks to our executive producer, Tish Smith. Thank you so much. And make sure you check out PokemonProfessor.com for links to everywhere you can connect with us, grab some merch, and leave us some reviews.
All right, Adam. We're already talking about the next set. Pokemon Go special set isn't even here yet. You would think that a set would be coming in August, but instead we have Lost Origin, which is the next set. And I don't know if you've checked out this PokeBeach article, but it's coming later. It's coming in September, which ultimately means this will not be legal during Worlds. So
yeah,
that's weird. So
it'll be the set that comes out after.
So remember what happened? Was it, I guess, 2 years ago, right? When the set that was released came out like a week before Worlds, right? Wasn't it something like that?
Yeah. Yep.
I remember there being some situation where it was like the people had decks that they played through the entire season with, consistently played throughout, and then it was time for Worlds, and then everything got thrown on its head because all the new set came out. This, I guess they're trying to avoid that, and they're putting the release date on September 9th, which is post Worlds. So very, very
but that
interesting.
still means that Worlds they could do pre-releases.
Yeah, but they can't use the cards in their decks.
Correct. But
the cards will be around.
The hype for the set. Yeah.
But again, looking at these Japanese cards, we will not get the amazing holo patterns that Japan gets.
I know. It's very sad.
But I don't know. I mean, I don't know much about this set. I haven't really looked too far into it. This is just a preview, but it says here, Last Origin features Giratina Origin form V-Star. So this is could it be the answer to Palkia? Do you think this is going to be just as dominant as Palkia?
I would say so.
So that'll be really interesting.
It's going to be weak to dark, though. So I mean, I would assume.
Well, that could be a problem with Samurott and the Absol. You know what I mean? Like, so
the only thing I can think of is that it'll have some sort of ability or attack that removes energy from play. Because I mean, there's a lot of speculation because it says Lost Origin, and there was the Lost Zone, and Lost World was like the stadium at the time, and you could like get rid of a card from the discard pile and throw it in Lost Zone.
Yes. Understood.
So, I mean,
we'll have to see.
You never know. I'm sure there'll be something like that.
But typically, if you're not aware, the U.S. releases are kind of these conglomerates of the smaller, more frequent Japanese sets. So in May, you had Dark Phantasma and July's Lost Abyss in Japan. I would imagine that this set is going to kind of be the best of. From that, we get everything put together. But it just looks really cool. It says here a new product will release with Last Origin called a booster bundle containing 6 booster packs and a code card. So it's almost like an ETB without the ETB. It's just a giant pack of boosters. I could get down with that.
Now, and I know you don't want to hear this word specifically, so I won't say the word, but another card game did a 4-pack like little thing, and it was the most economical waste, like limited waste. And that's the one thing that I'll chime at Pokemon for. They're like, oh, let's do a tin, and it's this giant tin, and like there's this much packs.
No, dude, the packaging is so excessive on some of these boxes.
It's so excessive. Just give me the packs, the promo. You could make the promo like a little section that's cut out that you can see, and then make it like a nice solid cardboard thing like that looks nice. Another card game has done it, and it's awesome.
There's no reason.
It's my favorite product that they have released.
Look, there's no reason for any of these Pokemon boxes to be the 2 inches thick that they are, because it's literally just dead space in the box, and it's absolutely pointless. It's so excessive.
And
definitely
every tin,
not eco-friendly.
I'm like, toss it in the recycle bin. Like, there's nothing for me to do with it. Like, who is using all these tins and being like, oh, I have all this space for all these tins?
That's where you put your sewing kit and your thimbles and spools of thread.
No.
All right, it's just me.
Like, listen, I already have, I've thrown, not thrown away. I have put so many ETBs. I probably put 25 ETBs that were just empty in the recycle bin in the past like 2-3 weeks.
I don't do that. I like those.
Listen, I have so many. I don't know what to do with them all.
I'm clicking on ads.
All right, don't click on the ads.
I'm not clicking on ads.
All right, so let's talk about the Japan Championship 2022.
All right, so first thing I want to call out
before we talk about the Milwaukee.
Well, I want to call this one thing out. So if we look back at the Indianapolis regionals, we're over on limitlesstcg.com. So most of the tournaments from this season, you're seeing player counts anywhere from Brisbane being like as low as 150, Perth 85, again with not a lot of travel happening in and out of Australia. That's understood. But you've got a lot of tournaments that are in like the 200, 300, 400 participants. The regionals in Indianapolis had 1,017, and it was like this huge deal. We're like, oh my God, this tournament is massive. The Japan Championships, 1,718 participants. Absolutely insane. And there's only one additional thing that's more insane in that player count, Adam, and that is going to be the winning deck. Talk to me about this.
I
how
love this
works.
so much. So I got several games taken from me today from this. So long story short, Regigigas, it has 150 hit points. It's a big basic. It has an ability called Ancient Wisdom. Once during your turn, if you have Regirock, Regice, Registeel, Regieleki, and Regidrago in play, you may attach up to 3 energy cards from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon. That is any energy. So that is Twin Energies, Aurora Energies, any special energies. So for 5 energies, Gigaton Break. It does 150 damage. If your opponent's active is a VMAX, this attack does 150 more damage. I was playing Jolteon VMAX, and this thing one-shotted me 2 different times on 2 different occasions.
280 hit points on.
No, okay. So 150 plus 150 is 300.
It's 300.
Jolteon is 300.
Jolteon is 300. Okay. Wait, so you're telling me that you have to have all the Regis in play at the same time?
All of them.
Oh, that's got to be exciting to watch. I gotta watch this video.
So it's caused a lot of decks to play the stadium that makes all special energies just one colorless.
Yeah.
The Tower of Sinnoh or Coliseum of Sinnoh or something like that. Or the Collapse Stadium, which makes it so they can only have 4 bench Pokemon. Those are the only easy ways.
Where did this deck come from, though? We haven't seen
out of nowhere, and that's what's so awesome about it.
Look at this. It's $30. You could put this deck together for $30. That's so cheap in the grand scheme of things. That's so incredibly cheap. And I just love this Pokemon spread. 2 of each of the Regis across the board and nothing else. It's absolutely hilarious. I have to see this deck in action. But when I looked back at this winning list, you have Palkia, Arceus, Palkia. And then in the 9th spot, the Regis again. Why are the Japanese players running Regis? I don't know where this came from. It's so cool, though. Very, very cool.
And effectively, you don't really do anything. I mean, you can attack with the other ones, but like the Regice, it says if the defending Pokemon's Pokemon V, it can't attack during your opponent's next turn. So effectively, that's a stall tactic. Registeel does 220. This attack does 50 damage less for each colorless in your opponent's active retreat cost. So if it had free retreat, you're done for. Regirock, Giga Impact for 140. That would only be used against Arceus V. But Regidrago is so good. It has Dragon's Horde. Once during your turn, if this is your active spot, you can draw cards until you have 4. So they would just run out their hand, leave this active, and then just
collect cards.
Yeah, and so they're just using Ultra Ball, Quick Ball. They're using Professor's Research just to dump all their special energies. So yeah, this is rough. This is rough.
No, I totally love this. I thought it was really cool. And there's only, when it comes to obscure decks, there's only one thing cooler, in my opinion. One thing cooler than the Regis, and that was in Milwaukee. Not the fact that Arceus and Duraludon took first place, which is a different look on the Arceus deck, but in second place, we have the Blissey Miltank line, which is absolutely hilarious. 4 Blissey V with 1 Miltank in there. and Miltank having the ability Miracle Body, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's Pokemon V, and you just keep this thing in there. I mean, why is Miltank so popular right now? Like, it doesn't seem
because of that ability.
But it's a V Max card or a V Star card
Yes.
considered?
Yes.
Aha. Okay. That's where that was my disconnect, because I was like, who else is going to be just running Vs, right? Like, but if it counts for the V Star and V Max, now it makes a lot more sense. Wow. But my dude, Blissey V, we talked about this in a couple episodes ago. But the fact that this thing just does this compiling damage over and over and over, I just love the fact that this thing is in the top 3. It's in the top 2. Again, where did this come from? And what's up with
it's $35 to build.
And what's up with this Duraludon line? I mean, this Duraludon and Arceus, but look at this one, $90. $90 to put this one together. But we haven't heard really much of anything from Duraludon this season. And all of a sudden it's in a winning deck. I love it. We talked about, you even said last week, you're like, I don't like when the meta gets stale. I don't like when 2 or 3 decks become so dominant that that's what we see tournament in, tournament out. We see the same stuff. And we saw that for a while with Mew. And then Arceus came in, and then Palkia came in. And now you have these curveballs coming out from left field with the Regis.
Yeah, because if you can stop the standard decks and like the competitive decks that are super like elite, like they've been carved down to this perfect 60. Like, how are they going to fit the 1 or 2 cards or like the 3 or 4 that you need to compete with each of these specific individual Pokemon decks? Like, how are you going to defeat Regigigas and Duraludon and the Blissey? Like, you have to get rid of all those extra Pokemon. So how are you going to do it?
Oh, I don't think you can. You're going to end up being in a position where if you get faced with something that hard counters you, you're just going to be on beat street. Like, there's going to be nothing you could do because it's going to be impossible for you to counter them all. So you just had to hope that you get paired with someone that you can take out, because I think that what you're going to start seeing is a lot of like blowouts, because the decks are just going to not be set up to have any answers.
Yeah.
So very, very interesting. I love it. I think it's very cool that we're starting to see all these different looks come through and do super well in these tournaments. But Adam, that's a show, man. We did it.
That is a show.
We done did good.
We done did the thing.
We did the thing.
All right. You can email us info@specialconditionstcg.com. Leave us a voicemail, text us, send us a picture, 732-835-8639. We would love to hear from you, and what your experience was. Pokedad Rick, if you went to Milwaukee Regionals and you played, I just want to know what you thought of the whole event and what you played and stuff. Please write in. It's been a while. I'd love to read some emails. But if that's it, Ken, is that it?
That's it, man.
All right, trainers. Remember, if you're affected by a special condition, don't forget to use a full heal.
Good night. All right, everyone on the stream, thank you so much for checking us out. Please drop us a follow and consider subscribing. It would help us greatly. But make sure you follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and all our socials. But especially here on Twitch. We'll be back every Tuesday night for more podcast blocks, but you can catch us Monday nights for the Way Spotters crew doing some live reviews. We have our podcast block on Tuesdays. Wednesday and Thursday, we're going to do some fun stuff. Either I'll be on doing some live podcast editing or jumping in the TCGO running the Rapid Striker Shifu deck. So definitely stay tuned and all that good stuff. We hope to see you again here on Twitch. Thank you so much, and we'll see you soon.
Ciao. We're still live.
I know. It's ending. We're still live. The software doesn't want to kick us out. It really doesn't want to kick us out. Having trouble connecting? No, end the broadcast, bruh. It's telling me to check. I wish my internet connection was broken right now because then it would just stop streaming.
Just unplug. Just unplug.
Pull the plug. Red team, go.
Yeah, JT Valor. I'm sad you missed it because it was very here. Okay.
You know where he was though? He went and saw Lightyear. How was it, JT? I talked to him on the phone right before he was going to movies.
It was to infinity, and beyond.
And beyond. He's like, we're on the phone. He's like, I gotta go. The movie's starting. I'm literally standing outside the theater. I'm like, go in and watch the movie, dude. Why are you talking to me? Don't worry, JT. You can watch the VOD or Friday. The podcast will be up. But yeah, apparently this software doesn't want me to end the stream, so I'm just gonna turn it off. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you soon.
We're still live. Doop 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 doop. Now it's just me. Do I just leave? Is that what is that what happens? Am I supposed to just escape out of this? All right, I think so. Bye, everyone.